There is a uniqueness to the emotion of fear and worry that we have. Yes, I want you to let us look at it. Fear and worry. Can you worry about anything without first not questioning yourself? Can you have fear about anything if that fear is not motivated by a question? You see, it is impossible. It is impossible to be fearful of anything if we did not ask a question. Now, at the same time, also, it is impossible to be worried about anything without a question related to that which we are worried about. The source of our fear, the root of our worry, is connected to the questions that we ask ourselves. An example is this: oh Lord, how do I do this project? The moment that question of how do I do this project, the worry about that project comes to the surface. What am I supposed to do now? The moment that thought or that question comes, the worry about that comes to the surface. Everything that you question yourself about becomes the root of the worry that you fight against. Even your depression is motivated by question. And hence the great teacher and the ancient teacher says, until you empty your mind of questions, until you really truly empty your mind of questions, only then can you truly become peaceful. And we use different methods to just empty ourselves of question. When you sit down in meditation, don't think is basically you not asking yourself question. And that there is the uniqueness of all of this. How did I stumble upon this? Today while driving, all of a sudden, my thought pattern went in ways of worry. Inside of me, there is this emotion and this feeling that is turbulent, and I don't understand it. And I started asking myself, where does this come from? And in asking myself, where does this come from, did I come to realize that it came from the questions I'm asking myself. Right now, I want you to look at yourself, or just try to pay attention to yourself and see that whatever you are worried about right now is based on the question that you've asked yourself related to that particular thing. Whether you are worried about your finance, you're worried about your relationship, you're worried about your children, you're worried about whatever, your future is based on the questions you've asked yourself. Now, understand that the mind likes questions. When you put questions to the mind creates possibilities of answers. And now we get stuck in that possibilities of answers that the mind has created. When we get stuck in that loophole of the mind trying to answer the questions that you have placed to it, now those questions you place to your mind are also your desires. And hence the mind gets stuck in trying to understand it, and hence you start feeling lightheaded, you start feeling heavy, you start feeling this discomfort inside of yourself. Your face, you start sulking, your emotions start becoming that of negativity, because what? Your mind is trying to answer the questions that you've placed to it. And that is basically what is happening. Every one of us is disturbed. When you go to people and you meet people and they are disturbed, what do you think is happening? They are disturbed because their mind is also trying to answer the questions that has been placed to it. And everyone that we are meeting in our life is just basically putting questions to us, and we are busy mentally trying to answer the questions that has been put to us. But in this process, we get lost, we get more confused, for we are not able to truly understand how do you find a unique answer to these questions. And until the mind becomes empty of questions, only then will you become peaceful. We try to empty the mind of questions by doing prayers, by doing, meditations and all of that. But in the process of doing that, the mind just keeps asking more questions. Can you worry about anything without a question? The root cause of your worry, the root cause of your fear, even though we say worry is a different emotion and fear is a different emotion, but the root cause of them all is questions. I want you to look at that which you are disturbed about now. That which you are disturbed about is that which you are asking questions to yourself about. And you not finding the answer creates the disturbance, because the mind is creating more possibilities to that answers inside of you. Is it possible for a man to stay without question? For a man to arrive at that point of staying without question simply means everything that comes his path, he should accept it as it is. But it is difficult to accept everything that comes to our path as it is without questioning it. That which you question becomes the root of your worry and your fear and your doubt.